So, just an update on the seedlings. We have some Brussels sprouts growing up nicely, some more peas following up the ones behind. This particular pea seed, it's just simple peas, or easy peas I think it was called, just takes a wee while to get going before it eventually pops up. We had another go on these carrots, saw some more into this tray, and they're starting to come up now. The ones that we sowed there are kind of ready to move along into their next space. Got some broccoli and cauliflower ready to move on, and some more leeks down there, and some yellow onions, some savoy cabbage, and some red onions, which are not doing terribly well. Planted a few more, but again, not very well. And some more beetroots to follow on. So those are the seeds in the shed here. So over here we've got the first batch of peas that I've planted out. Got the little trellis going along. They are not doing too badly, but they need to cling on to these. They're not clinging on very well at the moment. We've had a bit of wind. Oh, there we go. We've got him clinging on. We've had a bit of wind recently, and yeah, that's been probably not helping them get established. Quite a bit of work we're going to be doing this next few days. The baths here, this is actually all got trimmed down, but they started growing again from there. I left the roots inside, and so they're growing again, which is quite interesting. These are just going to get pulled out. We're going to top the baths up. This is where the broccoli and the cauliflower is going. Got an odd onion in there. I've got some more onions in here. But I'm just going to wait before I plant these out, because as you can see, I've left these in for the cabbage whites, and they are busily laying the eggs. So I don't want to put the new broccoli or cauliflower out until they've finished. And we've got some basil to harvest. Smells wonderful. And I had some red basil that I started to harvest, and Grant threw all my seeds away. So it's like, I said, what did you do with my basil? I've thrown it away. So I'm going to dry this and just have it as a herb for using and cooking. We've got a few onions in here. I want to fill and top this bath up, and that's the plan that we're doing at the moment. So we've got some lettuce that we need to eat and harvest, and we've just got an ornamental weed growing there. It's doing quite well. As I say, we've got a few things. Oh look, we've got a nibbler. We've got a few things that we want to get bed ready for the next stage of growth. So we pulled all the tomatoes that were in here out. I think this is borage, it's going to stay there. Pulled all the tomato plants out, and now we're just topping the beds up. And as you can see, we've got some footprints in there. There's a pussycat. So all that kumara and pumpkin, I'm just going to leave that for a bit longer, but it's time to harvest some of it a bit further down. Job for this weekend is just to tidy up these beds. The weeds have kind of taken over. So I've got all my onions in here. My red onions down here are not doing wonderfully well. It's hard to find them amongst all the grass. And I think that's some more borage that's kind of moved itself into a new space. So these cabbages in these pots are here just to let the cabbage whites find somewhere to put their eggs. As you can see, they're doing their thing, and they are chomping on them nicely. So this weekend is to tidy up this. We're on a holiday, 4-day holiday weekend, so tidy up this area. So it's getting a little bit overrun with weeds. It's a bit of a challenge. So the leeks are doing well. They're settled and established quite well, and we've got some stray potatoes and stray kumara in these two beds. So I think I am going to just pull it out. Don't know, might leave it. I just don't want it to take over the onions. We've got green onions in here. What did we put in here? Oh, this is the leeks. The leeks are in this side. So that's the green onions, that side down there. And they're doing really well. So, tidy up the beds. So these beds, as you can see, look how tidy they are. We've topped them up with some soil. And this is going to be beetroot, so I planted some beetroot that I sowed a wee while back, and I've just planted it out. and I'll just continue to put beetroot in here, some of the older stuff. I kind of rescued some beetroot and gave it a bit of a in a pot for a while with some fertiliser, and I've just put them back out. So this bed's ready to get some plantains in, and this bed's going to get, I think, carrots. It's going in here. Not quite sure what I'm going to put in that one, probably some onions. We just tidied this bed out as well, just topped up the soil, and again, I'm not sure. Last year I had all the brassicas in here, but this area is kind of the slug zone, so plant some things that they're not that happy with. And I'm just starting to harvest some of this kumara. Got a bit of a pile. So this is, we're starting to die off a little bit, and we'll pull it out and see what we've got growing under there. Over here we have some peppers growing nicely. So we've got yellow and orange and red. Peppers growing nicely. So the cucumbers are starting to think about putting some more cucumbers out. The weather is still growing season, I think. Got some more yellow courgettes growing in there. I think you can see them coming through. And I've harvested the butternut squash. But I think we've got some more cucumbers thinking about doing their thing. We've got one down. Oops, get focused. Got one down there. So we'll see. And we've got more kumara in here. This is the yellow kumara. And we've got, can't really see for all the massive leaves, but there is a few more courgettes down there. So we'll just leave this one as it is and let it do its thing. We've got some, I think we've got some courgettes down there. You can sort of see one down there. Can you see that one? Yeah, you can see that one. Down there, that's probably ready to, oh, it's quite big. Maybe I should take that one down. It's turning into marrow. So we're just going to tidy up this bed and pull this kumara up and see what we've got. It's kind of gone everywhere, as you can see. And there was some tomatoes in here, but everything just got so wet. They didn't like it. So it's a big job to pull all this off, all this greenery off, and then start digging and see what's in there. So, but these beds are looking tidy for winter and topped up with some more soil, ready for some more growing. Get those carrots out. So hopefully by the end of this next few days, this holiday weekend, we will have everything sort of ready for its winter growing season. So that's the garden update.